This episode is brought to you by Bevel, the first and only shaving system designed specifically for coarse, curly hair and sensitive skin. Start shaving smarter and say goodbye to razor bumps with Bevel. Check out getbevel.com today and use code Joe to get 20% off your first month at getbevel.com. That's GetBevel.com.
You have a wonderful speaking voice.
Thank you, Amber.
You're welcome.
Wait, I wanted to introduce her.
I appreciate that.
Sorry.
So I'll name this podcast later. This is episode number 36 or 7.
37.
Time is flying around here.
It is.
It is.
Episode number 37. I have my co-host Madi the Body with me for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
She's very excited today.
I wonder why.
I have
Is my shit going in and out?
No.
a great friend of mine, Michael Rohr's here as well. And so I want to say since the inception of this show, when Peter was still doing this show, Peter Rosenberg is great friends with Amber Rose. So in part of Peter's pitch, I want to say.
It was.
Yo, Amber's kind of the part of the reason we're doing this podcast.
She is.
Real.
Because she was part of the pitch.
Yeah, the package deal.
When I came to Peter and said, yo, I'm thinking about doing a podcast, he said, I'm friends with Amber Rose.
Oh, my God.
I can get Amber Rose as a guest. I mean, not randomly, just whenever she's in New York. And I said, all right, Peter, I'm into that.
This was in January.
Yep.
Oh.
And then Amber Rose
And here we
proceeded
are.
to come to New York back and
A
forth
lot of time.
for
Well,
about.
Well, let's ask her. How many times do you think you've been in New York since January?
Several different occasions.
So 190.
Approximately.
Yeah.
Has
take.
anyone, I don't know, that's bald and works at Hot 97 say, hey, come on, I'll name this podcast later?
You know what he did? He did mention it.
Oh, yeah.
She's gonna cape for her
She's saving
friend.
him. She's
She's
saving
gonna-
him.
yep.
She's saving
He
him.
did.
No, but he did.
mention
I
it.
know he did.
He definitely mentioned it. I feel like it was more so like my team that constantly booked me from hour to hour, and I couldn't fit you guys in. But even today, me and Marisa were talking, and I was just like,
Did you just say I couldn't fit you guys in?
I mean,
well, only
she's
because it was a
busy girl.
preset schedule.
She did the industry cop-out where she blamed her team
But it
for
is
it.
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
her fault.
she don't come on with this fuck
Is this
shit.
your
Hey,
team
hold
that's in the
on, wait.
room,
Let
by
the
the way?
record show.
Yeah, I want to know
Apart,
who the
apart.
team
Yeah.
is.
Is this the team that we're
Can
looking
I,
at?
I,
I'm talking about like
These two gentlemen and this young lady?
I'm talking about the management that did my whole
Mm.
schedule.
said fuck them niggas.
Man.
So you speak of your team.
Mm-hmm.
I see a man wearing all black, and he's
Just-
bigger than most men.
It's my security, Brian.
I would assume that Brian is here to keep you safe from harm.
Yes.
I see another gentleman sitting down who he wouldn't even look at me when I shook his hand. I thought he was rather rude, but that's my guy.
He's not rude.
Yeah, he just
He's the
glued to his
nicest
phone like,
person.
hey, what's up? Don't worry, I'm an introvert too. I don't like talking to people. And,
That's my assistant, Joseph.
oh, hey, Joseph.
Joseph.
Wonderful
Oh,
name.
you guys have the same
You guys
names.
have the same
Wonderful
name.
name that you have there. And Duffy is here.
Mm-hmm. My bae.
Hi, Duffy. I'm a little confused by Duffy being here. I'll be honest with you.
Speak about it.
Why?
Duffy, I don't.
DJ
I, would,
DJ
I wouldn't
Duffy.
say that. Well, I know her as Duffy.
I'm just.
But
saying,
DJ
so
Duffy.
people know.
DJ Duffy from Dallas.
Amazing DJ.
Right? Am I right about Dallas? All right, because I fuck with Duffy from Dallas. But you're in New York. Why? Supporting Amber.
My book just came out today. It's a
Oh,
big
it's today.
deal.
Well, let's not segue just yet. Let's not segue to the book.
She's here
good.
to plug. She's here to plug.
She's good.
She's not
She's
Yo,
good.
Right.
She couldn't fit us in before. She's not here to talk.
She is.
She's here to plug.
She is good, boy.
So I would have fit you guys in, but
management, your team, we
it
know.
was
We know.
hour to hour. I tried.
We're not
I
sensitive.
tried.
We don't care, but we've been ignored by people before. But so I just automatically assume, because it's instinctual of people to assume when two attractive people are hanging together for absolutely no reason that y'all are fucking.
Oh my god.
But y'all wouldn't tell me that anyway.
I would be like, yo, I'm so
Bullshit,
fucking tough.
bullshit. You would
I don't think
not.
you know me, Joe.
Oh, hold on.
Trust me. I have number
did-
one slut on my shirt right now. I would totally tell you if I was fucking.
Yeah,
Duffy.
but you have flipped the meaning of that.
Yeah,
We're
but
segueing too
I
quick.
embrace my sexuality, so I'm very open. And I am not fucking Duffy. She's really just a like a sister. She's like a really good friend to me.
Well, Amber, I think we need to flip this. How do you know Duffy? Because we have no backstory here. You're accusing them of fucking. How the fuck do y'all know?
Oh, me and Duffy have never had sex.
I didn't ask that. I just said, how do you know each other?
Well, you said you alluded to it. You said you're
didn't
accusing
allude-
them of having
I
sex.
didn't allude to anything. I just want to know how y'all know each other.
Duffy is good people from Dallas.
I didn't.
Oh, so why I gotta be
Right.
having sex
Oh,
with
first
her?
of all,
And just
Because
casually.
because she
she's
never
good
came to
people.
New York to just randomly support me on release day.
and
You did not.
I came to one of your concerts.
Oh, see?
They were
See?
filming back
well,
then.
I don't know if anyone realized I asked Joe, how did y'all meet? And he said, Duffy's mad cool people. That didn't answer my
That
question.
did not answer the question.
Wait, am I on trial here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're interviewing Amber. Duffy and I
This
met,
guy's
and
good,
we've,
too.
We've had a blissful,
Deflecting.
beautiful acquaintanceship since we
Is that a
have.
word?
No.
It is now. Amber.
Hello.
So I feel like this is a very bright slut jersey that you're wearing.
Bedazzled almost.
You
Did that
have
confetti guy make it? Ducky.
Yeah, duck confetti.
Yeah.
Made it for me.
you flipped the meaning of this word slut.
Mhm.
Because slut means slut, but you've changed it.
Well, what does slut mean to you?
Well, it's relative. It's open to interpretation. My definition is very different from some other people's definition. My definition has a lot to do with decision making, not just sexual acts.
That is definitely not what a slut is.
Well, what is slut? Tell us.
A slut is a word that men and women use to down women's sexuality or women being comfortable in their sexuality. I've said it on numerous occasions that I have been called a slut even when I was still a virgin, based off the fact that guys just liked me. You know what I'm saying?
That's Ebro.
What's
Oh
up,
my
Ebro?
God, he's
Oh
such a
my
creep.
That chauvinistic piece
Oh,
of shit.
Oh, great.
Oh, hey.
Ebro's here.
It's funny.
Hi.
We were actually just speaking about you.
That's why they told me to come.
Can
Oh, yeah,
can-
yeah.
share mic with Marty. Can we have homie court real quick?
I think we need to have homie court.
taking
We haven't had homie court in a while.
You have a bad name.
Now, I want to let
Thank
the
you.
listeners know Ebro is highly intelligent, quick, witty,
Fine
and
as-
articulates himself
Don't
He's
try to
fine
soften
as
me
fuck.
up. Don't try to soften me up.
Especially
But
under
he's a
pressure.
male chauvinist.
Am I?
But he's, yes.
Now, Ebro, Amber's not the first person to have called you a male chauvinist
Yeah. No, I'm judgmental for sure.
toward females.
No,
Homie.
towards males too.
Homie court is in session.
Listen, Amber and I think we have a great relationship. There's shit I don't agree with. That's
Oh,
it.
That's homie court music. I
Yeah.
thought that was my phone. That's my ringtone. You can't play like that.
Yeah, but you don't, you, if a guy was to do it, you wouldn't say anything.
Absolutely, I would.
No, you
If a
wouldn't.
guy was to do what?
Do what?
Whatever the fuck. I
No,
feel
if
like
some shit is corny,
I
it's
feel-
corny.
I feel like when it comes to women,
Nah, you got the wrong guy for
Wait,
that. I'm
she
not-
has to finish her sentence, Ebro.
She can't speak over you.
You were saying?
I feel like when it comes to women, you may get a bit intimidated by our sexuality and confidence.
Oh, that's bullshit. Intimidated by your sexuality and confidence?
Yeah.
Ebro, speak to that, please. Is that true?
If that's your impression, I can't. There's nothing I can do about that. I don't feel that. That's not what I feel.
Well, wait, there is something you could do about that. You could come off differently.
Well,
You should
if
want to
there's-
know why people feel that way about
Well,
you.
and a lot of it is because if I take issue with something, right, I'm gonna be vocal about it, right? Whether if it's a rapper and I don't like your song or I don't like what's in your song, Joe Budden, I've been very vocal with shit I don't like about him or shit I think that he's done as corny, or whether it's I don't know, I'm trying to think of another male issue, whether it's police officers, whether it's politicians. I don't have a problem speaking my mind, right? If they're male, if they're female, whatever. The only issue you and I have ever had is slut walk. We've never had an issue before.
No, not necessarily, but I do feel like outside of the studio, we can be BFFs. But inside the studio,
I don't.
and Joe
No.
made a valid point earlier, or I'm sorry, what's your name?
Rory.
Rory, I'm
Michael,
sorry, Rory.
Michael Roars.
He made a valid point
Right.
earlier that you do have a job to do. So
That's not what it's about for me.
But I do understand that.
It's not. It
concept
wasn't about a
also.
job. It was when the last time I saw you, we was hanging out and I was smoking weed with your assistants. We was chilling, right? What was I
Joseph?
talking to you about?
Hey.
I was talking to you about how as a woman, right,
Mm-hmm.
you need to change your circumstances. This is and your surroundings.
But that's the thing. As a woman, I don't need to do shit. I'm a human being.
I was just
It's-
trying to help you have
but-
better, successful relationships,
but
and
Eve,
you seem to be okay with
I
the dialogue
feel
at the
you.
time.
I feel you.
So you can do whatever you
but
want.
this is all I'm saying,
I was just trying
right?
to help out.
Is
So I don't know if
the
we was
reason why I'm
BFFs.
doing
I was
the
just-
reason
you
why
guys
I'm doing a
can't speak
slut
over
walk
each other.
is to not have things like that being said. That's the whole point. It's not as a woman I need to be doing anything. As a human being, fine. But it's never. It's always like a double standard,
It's
and that's
not.
it.
If you was a man, I would say as a man, like I do to some men up here who are not having successful relationships, you may want to change the people you're hanging around.
Well, I think-
you just happen to be a woman.
Well,
so
yeah,
as a woman, you were talking to me about not being able to find men that you could take seriously. That's what the conversation was.
But I think
and
that's
I was
what
like,
she's
well,
taking
maybe you
exception
want to
to,
get
by the
out
way.
the club and get into environments where you can find men who also take themselves seriously.
Okay, that's fine. I understand what you're saying, but that's insinuating that I'm in the club.
Well, that's what I know you from.
You don't know me from that. You're implying that.
I only
That's-
know you from the radio station and being out.
I
Amber.
understand that, but that was never said. That was never said. Like, I'm in the club every night looking for guys. That was never said.
That
That's
would be
something that you
horrible.
just insinuated that
All right.
I possibly do because you're assuming what my life is like.
Okay, because you happen to be with rappers a lot. That's what you happen to be around. And
But-
that's
A lot in 6 years. In 6 years, I was married
okay.
for 4.
Okay.
I dated the first one for 2 years.
All right.
What is a lot? That's my whole
Well,
fucking point.
I mean,
What-
I'm 32 years old.
Joe Budden's around strippers a lot.
That's not true. It's not true. I'm with Amber on this one.
It is.
I'm with Amber on this one. People don't know my life. They don't know what I do. They,
Okay,
they
I'm
don't
gonna
know
say
who
this.
I'm with.
I don't know
It
shit.
is
I don't know Joe.
assumed
I don't
that
know
Joe
shit.
Budden is with strippers
I don't know
often.
shit about either one of y'all that deeply.
Well, you know some
I
things about me.
know. I know what everyone else knows. Whatever's in social media and whatever's on the blogs. I don't know what y'all do in your personal lives. I base it off the information I have. If that's wrong, I'm comfortable being wrong. You're not going to get me to co-sign and be cool with slut walk.
That's
What you're going to
cool. I
get
don't
from me
need that.
is what you're going to get from me, right? As somebody, because I like you and I think you're a great person. What you're going to get from me is I don't like this, but I do understand where people are judgmental and you would like for them to stop judging you like you're being promiscuous. I'm with it. I'm for it.
That's how I feel about me.
But you're promiscuous.
I'm not.
I mean, we all have fun.
I'm-
That's all it is.
Nothing, Ebro.
But I'm not. I think Rory can attest to me not being promiscuous. He's
No,
with
you're
me often enough. I'm not promiscuous at all. But I do
Maybe
get,
because Rory's there, you can't really
no,
close the deal. He's blocking.
Oh,
No, nine and a
Quite
half
the opposite.
times out of-
Joe is actually blogging.
yeah, 9.5 times out of 10, I'm the guy that's not trying to fuck. I'm actually turning pussy away, left and right.
But to get back on track, I think, Ebro, what Amber and Joe is saying here, you're giving advice on their personal life, but also admitting that you don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
kind of
you're
a
not- but-
juxtaposition.
yeah, but you're not that ignorant.
Because you
You're
can't
not that
give
ignorant.
No,
advice
I
to someone's
can give-
personal life while also admitting that I don't know anything about your
No,
personal
I
life.
thought I knew, and they're telling me I don't. So that's
Well, listen,
fine with me
I
being
can,
wrong.
I can talk to you three anytime because y'all in New York. I'd rather talk to Amber for a second here.
Am I
Ebro
done?
came and took over my fucking
No, they
podcast.
told me to come in here.
Yeah.
They told me to come in. Am I done?
Are we done with him?
Yes.
Was he?
Oh,
He's been found guilty, basically, right?
I would say so.
Yeah, he's guilty as shit. All right.
I'm a chauvinist.
Ebro's my guy, though. I'm
Well,
glad
you
he
are a
came.
chauvinist.
I'm a
couple
chauvinist.
of my bitches have said you're a chauvinist.
Yeah, because there's certain shit I ain't tolerating. I don't give a
Wait, but
fuck.
I feel like he's
Yeah.
fair too, though. Like,
No,
he's giving me, like, good
but
advice
no.
about
This
shit I should
it's a
do.
valid beef though to be one way on air and one way off.
It's visually you're beautiful. I've always said that. I'm like Ebro's fine as fuck, right?
does that have to do with
Hold on,
anything?
listen. And I know, and
Treat
I
him like
see
a piece
your
of meat.
no, but I see your heart.
For
I
it.
see your heart also because me and you have had conversations. I do feel like you're a really nice person. I also feel like
You're a dick.
society has built you up to look at women in a certain way. That's not necessarily your fault, but
I'll say society has built me up to look at people who behave in certain ways, whether it's a person with a Confederate flag that I'm going to assume you're a racist because you have a Confederate flag, or someone who dresses a certain way. I may pass judgment. I'm human. I'm going to pass judgment based on my experiences.
but
right?
maybe try not to.
I try.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
usually
all.
right, though.
Yeah, I try to practice not passing judgment, and I give that advice as well.
Like, I walked into an interview yesterday, and the guy looked super stuffy, and he was in like a suit, and he just like just looked like he was gonna really give me an attitude and be like a piece of shit. And it was actually the best interview I did all day, and the prejudgment in my head was so fucked up, but so I understand as a human, like you get that, but I try my best to not pass judgment on people, especially vocally or out loud, or try to hurt people's feelings without fully knowing the backstory of
like I
who
heard
they
your
are.
feelings?
Yeah, you did hurt my feelings.
Well, that's rather
Hurt your feelings
mature of
today?
you.
Yeah.
By saying what exactly?
I don't even want to talk about
Once
it.
that breath comes, let me just say this
Yeah.
out there for the listeners. Once that breath comes, what's following that is she don't really want to talk. I experienced that very often in my personal life where I'm ready for a conversation and the breath comes.
It's because you're so promiscuous.
I kind of knew that she wouldn't be
It's
responding
also
to
because
that.
you're
that point.
chauvinist.
But now, listen,
Word.
you guys raise a very interesting point here, and we are going to get to the slut walk.
In
So,
the book.
what is a slut? You think
I
there is
told
no?
you.
There's
I
no art.
told you what a slut.
No, you tell me what a slut is not.
No. I said a slut is a word that people use to down women's sexuality.
So you don't believe that there's a slut? Period.
I mean, this is a situation, right? When you say promiscuous,
Which I never said.
no. I'm saying
Okay.
in general, people in general, right? When you say someone is promiscuous, right? As a human being, what's promiscuous for a woman and what's promiscuous for a man? For a man, it's double standards, right?
Definitely.
So like, a promiscuous woman could be 10 guys in her lifetime. A promiscuous man is 1,000, 2,000 women. You know, men also get praised for that. Women get down for it. We're not allowed to be, not saying that we're not allowed to be, but we really get judged for being sexual beings and embracing our bodies and doing whatever the fuck we want. You know, it's just that's. Go ahead.
I'm not sure that you guys face a judgment that men don't face. I mean, granted, I'm having a mature conversation. I'm not talking about kids and boys and their beliefs, but one, there is a double standard because you guys bear children. You guys are made differently. You guys are just looked at differently. That's why the terminology ladylike exists. It's not manlike. Ladies are to act a certain
But there
way.
is a such word
That's
as
not
a
just
gentleman.
Oh, I agree, but it's not gentleman-like, ladylike is what you hear. But I do think there is a difference between people who really enjoy having sex and people that are sluts. I don't personally use the word slut.
Well, I mean, yeah.
It's a really whack
in
word.
In the hip hop
Hoe is
community,
more.
like
It's
Ho
not,
is way
thought,
more.
Hoe,
hoe.
yeah.
It's all this. It's the
Yeah,
same
thought
shit.
it's popular these days.
but men can be that as well.
But no.
And you guys judge men for behaving that
But
way.
you know that you have a conversation with someone. You're just like, man, I've been with thousands of women. You're fucking cool. If I'm like, yo, I've been with thousands of guys. I'm a disgusting whore. And that's the difference. You know, it's not. I'm not here to promote promiscuity. I'm not here to be like, hey, go out and have sex with a bunch of guys and fucking, you know, like really OD and have one night stands. That is definitely not my message. That's not my life. I don't do that. Most of the time, realistically, I sleep alone because I work a lot. You know what I'm saying? And
that
I'm
was an
also,
awe moment.
I'm whatever. And I'm also, you know, an advocate for HIV and AIDS awareness. So, you know, it's very important to be careful.
Why are you sleeping? You don't have a dog?
No, I mean, or I'll sleep with my son.
a cat? Who sleeps with a cat?
I'll sleep with my son a lot.
My cat used to sleep in my bed. Why is Amber Rose sleeping alone?
I sleep alone.
Alone
like,
or
every
Jay?
night.
What a loser.
Alone.
I sleep with my
What
son.
a
Yeah, I'm
fuck-
such a loser.
What a fucking...
But I just feel like I'm just over guys.
Well,
I'm
well,
over
where
it.
I
Or I'll
s-
sleep with Duffy.
You got to get a cuddle. Oh, what do you know? We're back to Duffy over here. Y'all done did something. Y'all done
Girls
ate some
snuggle.
carpet.
Girls snuggle all the time.
You need to find a guy to cuddle with.
Get like
I'm
a
so
good
not interested.
So you're not-
nothing. So you got nothing.
Wait
on
a
that?
minute.
Platonic cuddling
This
exists.
is just getting
No, it
retarded
doesn't.
Yes,
here.
it does.
No, it doesn't.
So you're not
I don't want you touching me unless
interested.
I'm fucking-
I
in-
just can't find a guy that I'm interested in because I still love Wiz, so it's like really hard to like, you know, I've tried to date, as you know, and I'm just like, oh my god, they're not Wiz. Like, you're not Wiz.
So
You're not Wiz. You're
why
not
are
Wiz.
you not going to get Wiz?
Is there any
back?
hope there?
I mean, you know, I mean, we're gonna be together forever for Sebastian.
No, that's politically correct bullshit. I'm
just
looking
means,
for a real answer.
like, they're-
of course, you
Romantically,
guys are
we're talking
parents.
about.
Yeah.
I mean, we obviously love each other, but you know, we went through a lot of shit going through a public divorce and, just a lot of bullshit. But, we definitely love each other.
What bullshit y'all went through? Y'all both got messy on Twitter for half a second, and then that was the end of that.
That's
I mean,
true.
that was enough, though. And the song and all that other shit. And,
people
jumping in and friends and
Well, you're
and
talking about the public.
situations.
I'm sure there was some messy shit behind Twitter.
Exactly.
There's a
And
reason
that's
those
all we
tweets
know, so
came to
there's
fruition.
probably 10 times more. Well, I'm rooting for you guys.
Well, my thing is perseverance. She clearly, after all that they have been through, is sitting here saying, I can't find a man, and I'm not looking for a man because I am in love with my child's father.
Yeah,
which is admirable. So if she's aware of this, why the fuck is she not texting this nigga and saying,
there-
yo,
No,
dog,
I mean,
fam.
but it doesn't just go. You don't just go
Exactly.
back. It just doesn't happen that fast. It's
Well, are y'all working on that?
we're working on being close friends again, and that's what's most important. And if that leads into something else, then it does. If it doesn't, then we know we have a good relationship for our son and our family. That's really the most important thing. But yeah, every time I do try to date a guy or have a snuggle buddy, and then it's just like I just don't want to take it to the next level. Like, I'm just a heartbreaker, and I feel like I broke a lot of hearts already throughout this year, like just being single. And I'm just like, I don't want to lead guys on anymore because I'm not going to be with them.
So, all right, that's mature of you.
Yeah.
So that says that you have led men on in the past.
Yeah, but like not on purpose. I kind of came to that realization now.
Yeah, I used to do that too.
Yeah.
It sucks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just feel bad after, and you're just like, man, I need to like not do that.
So this is probably the only question I will ask in this realm. So would you say James Harden is one of the people you led on?
No, because me and James were just more like friends.
Yeah.
I mean,
We were just more like friends. Like he's like the party fun guy. Like he's just.
Well, I only
the
say that
homie.
because I saw an interview where you said, "Yeah, I might fuck him."
I did,
And I never speak that way about my
that
friends.
never actually happened.
and I knew it. So I get so fucking mad when people online like, she fucked James Harden.
Yeah,
she fucked
that
this one, she
never
fucked that
actually
one."
happened. That was me being mad, and just being messy because I was missing my husband. I was like, well, shit, if I want to fuck him, I'm gonna fuck him. And it never happened.
What was your go-to lie when you had to call out of work?
God, that was a long time ago.
Something tells me you just weren't Miss Perfect Attendance.
I mean, well, I was a stripper, so I like made my own schedule.
Well, strippers still got to call out of work sometimes.
Mm,
Not that I hear.
I
I
mean,
hear.
I'm
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
I don't know
you
that.
wouldn't know, right?
Kinda
I don't
like-
know that.
I was kind of like really good with showing up and then like coming in on my days off and stuff like that. So anytime I really needed to like not come in, it was always cool.
Oh, so you just ran shit.
I
Okay.
was, I've always been very sweet to everyone, so they always looked out for me.
I don't think I've seen you very often without these shades on.
I was just thinking that.
I don't really take them off.
Are they from your line?
Yeah.
A lot of hurt in those eyes. She doesn't want us to look into the windows to her soul.
It's true.
Okay, so now your show that I keep reading about. I'm forced to ask about a bunch of shit that I don't really
No,
care
ask,
about
babe. It's
I
all
don't
good.
like.
Just, you know what not to ask
There's
about.
there.
Don't be a chauvinistic piece of shit like Ebro.
Yeah.
No.
No, I'm not chauvinistic. Misogynistic, maybe.
That was like really bad. Like Ebro
I'm
did not
joking.
even get it.
I'm
Like,
I know, but I don't know.
I still wanted to get
but
back
he's
to that
so
word
weird
slut.
though because he
Wasn't done
does
with that
get it. Like I feel
conversation.
like he just wants to argue. I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever.
Well, he admitted to his faults, and I have a big problem when people do that, like what Ebro just admitted to. Yes, I have a very small sample size of information, but I'm going to be ignorant and come to a conclusion based off this little bit of information.
He's just like, yo, you're looking for guys in the club and you're always around rappers. I'm like, no, I'm never in the club. If I'm in the club, I'm working, I'm hosting. If not, I'm with my kid. And two married one and was with the other one for 2 years. And MGK was just like a moment. That's it.
What's a moment?
That's
How come
the
girls get to have moments and
It
shit?
is a moment.
When I have a moment, What's a moment?
A moment is, you know,
I think we're being judged.
they never
the
did
way
say
that
they
we
were
judge
together. It was
sluts.
just kind of like we're seeing where it goes, and it didn't work out. And it just so happens that it's in public view, and so everyone.
And
has
we
an opinion
never
about
really
it.
put that out. Like the paparazzi just caught us like walking.
Amber.
Well,
And then you quietly
you're walking
separated,
down
and
the
it was
street.
cool, and it wasn't a big
Wait,
deal.
are y'all caping right now?
Look.
What is happening?
You know
Yes,
Molly's
it's
gonna
true.
kill.
Amber Rose.
Yes.
How old are you?
32. I just turned 32.
You're not sitting here telling me in my face we didn't put that out. The
We did.
public just caught us. I saw y'all on red carpets. That's where paparazzi is. I did see them on red carpets on my TV. It was her and MGK and
Oh,
Black
at the
China. They were
MTV.
hugged up. They were smiling. That's not paparazzi
Okay,
catching
that
them.
was
They
like
went somewhere.
way after all that shit came out. That was way
was like
after
2
that. And
months
we
in.
did not we were not on the red carpet together at all.
Okay, let me ask
Well,
you
if you're
this.
walking down Broadway in Soho and you obviously know that paparazzis are following you and you guys are holding
That
hands,
it wasn't paparazzi. It was people taking pictures and putting it on Instagram.
That's
and then
paparazzi.
People picking it up.
Paparazzi is
People-
Jace.
well, you
that-
know, I mean, you know that's going to happen. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that at all, but I think you would know
You
at
were
this
cognizant.
point
They're saying you were cognizant.
after
of
your
what
husband
You
and your
can't
ex.
walk nowhere
You can't.
without people taking a picture of Amber Rose and whoever they think she's fucking.
But at the same
But
time,
we
it's
didn't
like,
know
why do you
that
want
at
to
that
care?
time. We did not know that at that time. We were not in an area, a paparazzi area, or like it was a very like quiet area.
It's not like they were going to Crustacean in fucking
Yeah,
LA
like
to
we
like get
really
photographed.
stayed away from that shit. But anyway, he was just a moment. That's it. It was very brief.
How much?
But it was a nice moment. I'm sure it was.
Yeah,
Everyone,
I mean, he's
yes.
a nice guy. I just seen him the other day in Vegas. Like everything's all good. Like we're still like cool.
How many moments does somebody get to have before I can call them a hoe?
No.
I can never call them a hoe.
No.
They can just have a million moments.
But that's the whole point of her message is because she wanted to date. Like it wasn't like she's been fucking 40,000 guys then found another.
I never
one, fucked
said that.
him. So, but why can't? Why? Is,
I'm not even-
Why do
I'm-
more?
I mean,
we're
it's
also-
like, oh, I went through a separation. It's like I'm not allowed to date.
Right.
I'm not allowed to like.
No, you're not.
Oh,
Fuck out of here.
He's chauvinistic
You're not
piece
allowed
of
to date.
shit.
You're not allowed to fuck.
And
You're not. You just got to stay home.
It's even harder to do that
Right.
in the public eye.
I just
when
gotta
it's like
stay home and just be like fucking
a nun. You gotta be a nun.
Yeah.
Finally, you guys get it.
Better
Wonderful.
stop, Joe.
We've only been talking for 20 minutes, and I got them to see my point. Yes, you have to be a nun. There are breakup rules.
No,
They're
there's
all
not. You gotta
breakup
go through
rules.
your.
Yeah, right. My
Nah, there's
husband was
breakup.
out with mad bitches.
We're not saying
Oh,
that you
your
didn't break up.
husband's a real nigga. That he should be out with mad bitches. We're talking about you and what you should be doing. Not Wiz. And Wiz is a great guy.
He is
love
a great
Wiz.
guy. We all agree.
So now that we got the nun shit out of the way, you wanted to say something about you wanted to go
Oh
back
no, I
to
wanted to
the slut
backtrack
word?
to the slut thing, and you were suggesting that men judge women for their behavior.
Yeah.
Do you think men get judged for their behavior? Period. I'm not talking about sexually.
Behavior as far as what though? Like specifically.
Where women may get judged for their sexual activity,
Mm-hmm.
is a man supposed to act a certain way to be a real man? Is he judged?
Mm,
And is that right or wrong?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like it needs to be more specific than that. Like as far as
Okay.
like taking
If a
care of
man-
your household or.
If a man is dating a woman that makes more money than him,
Mhm.
he expresses his feelings.
Whoa, who does that?
Fuck out of here.
I'm just sorry, my bad. Am I being a
Get outta here,
chauvinist?
Ebro.
I'm being a chauvinist.
And he is judged as not a real man. Is that right or wrong?
Because she makes more money than him?
Yeah. These are all hypothetical things. I'm not putting my opinion in here.
No, I don't think that's. I think that you should follow your heart. I don't think it should ever be about money. I mean, that's always like the misconception with me. Like they.
Well, I'm not saying more financially. I'm saying how a man is supposed to be portrayed in society.
As the
And how
breadwinner,
he
as the head of the
deals with his
household.
women, if he's a real man, if he's a protector. is he-
Caretaker.
Yeah. And he shouldn't have feelings, expressing them. He's now a bitch.
That's why I don't cry.
I don't agree with that.
Okay. I just
yeah.
want to see if you were consistent within the outrage of judging people. That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
and double
for sure.
standards and stuff. But I
Mhm.
think that's up for interpretation too. Plenty.
Well,
of
do you
women
think
who-
double standards should exist?
No.
Obviously
at all?
not.
No.
I've noticed with this breed, not you, but this new generation of feminists, it seems that women pick and choose the traditions they want to follow within that.
Get her, Rory.
As far as,
Get her. She on the ropes
I mean,
now.
you can't stump me.
I-
Go
I-
ahead.
Tell you
No,
something
no,
to
no,
your
I'm not trying to
dog.
stop
You can't
Uh-uh.
stop me with my security standing right here.
That's
staring
true.
at you.
Yo, honestly, if somebody knocked me out in a mother hat, I'd have to take that L.
He would have to take that
I
hat
would
off
really
first.
have to take that L.
He's really fucking strong.
I believe it.
He looks very
I
strong.
don't want no beef. This is just an objective conversation with this lovely young woman sitting across from me.
Okay, so go ahead.
I've noticed with this, again, to repeat myself, this generation of feminists picks and choose the traditions they want to follow. Very much where they don't want to be judged for their sexual activity the way men are not. They also want to keep with the man has to pay for the date, the man has to take me out, the man has to provide for my household. And it seems like a lot of inconsistency with their outrage.
He got you now.
Well,
I think they're picking and
that's all,
choosing.
Like,
it's not a
personal.
Feminism is
perception.
not a buffet. You can't just pick and choose the things that you want.
That's a good quotable line. Feminism is not a
Equality is the actual definition of it.
Absolutely.
So
I agree with you 100%. I feel like that's also a double standard that a lot of women do feel like the man needs to pay for everything. I feel like if you're in love with someone and you're not financially capable of pitching in and they take that up for you, then that's cool, but that's a conversation to be had. But I don't necessarily feel as though it should be more of the man or the woman. I think it should be equal.
it just seems that women are now pettifogging.
But there's
What
a lot
the
of
word
men.
is,
There's
just
a
to
lot of
fit
men
their
out there that
narrative.
feel
Is Amber a feminist?
that they.
Yeah, she's a.
I could be
I'm in a
prejudging here, but I would
sh-
imagine, because I've researched the slut walk, and it seems that it's carried on by a lot of feminists.
It was some hoes there.
They're not.
It was some hoes at the slut walk.
Joe.
I'm just saying they was there.
Do you mean hoes like it's some hoes like to fuck or like they're literal hoes?
Well, hoe is a term of endearment.
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
this
that's what I'm saying. Are you
podcast.
saying
Yeah, I'm not
endearment or
saying-
are you saying it
I'm
like?
not saying it was girls.
Oh,
there
so
to
he's
fuck.
saying it was.
My body's my temple.
Oh,
So
Lord.
I don't behave.
Oh,
I don't
Joe.
behave. I don't behave that way.
Uh-huh.
But from what I hear,
From what you hear, yeah.
if you were looking, you know what I mean?
No.
Some bitches that don't care about being promiscuous.
That's not necessarily their
Listen,
message at all.
I
know,
wish
I'm
there
ju-
was video
I'm
so
being
you
facetious.
guys can see my fucking side eye right now.
Well, if
Actually,
you
we
take them
can't see
fucking
your
shades,
side eye
if you take
because
the
you have
shades
sunglasses
off,
See the look on my
I
face.
can't see. I want to engage.
No.
Listen. So what happened? Tell me about the show.
What
It was a
show?
rumored reality show.
Oh,
It was
China.
a rumor that I never said, that Black China never said. We never said it. They pulled it out of their fucking asses, and it just was never happening. We never filmed anything. We never.
But didn't you say something in an interview like you'll have to wait and see or something like that? Like you alluded.
Yeah,
to it?
but that's. I'm an actress. So like I've been acting. I've done Blackish. Blackish is coming out. They just wrote me into 4 more episodes.
It's a great show.
Ooh,
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, thank you. So like, I have things in the works. So when they say, "Oh, we see, you might be having a show," and I'm like, "Let's wait and see," they're like, "Oh, a reality show," and then I'm like, "Well, I don't want to say no, it's not a reality show because then you're gonna know it's something else." And it is something else that I'm doing that's not Blackish, but they're like, the show got canceled, and I'm like, there was never a reality show anyway. So it was just like I don't fucking know, man. I hate the internet. It's so annoying.
such a gift and a curse.
What's your go-to cleaning utensil?
What is it? You have such random.
The Clorox wipes.
Oh my God, those are heaven.
Clorox wipes are really good.
Yeah, I use them shits on everything.
I have to hide them from my cleaning
So
lady
when
though, 'cause she uses
so
them
when
all.
you got a cleaning lady?
Hell yeah, I hate cleaning.
Oh, what do you get? How much are you getting paid? We got to talk to you a little
What a slut.
bit later. So you wake up to clean your house on a Sunday morning. What are you listening to?
Well,
Wiz.
no, like Anita, probably like Anita Baker. Something good.
What's your favorite Anita song?
Anita.
Probably
I've
I don't know
judged
the
this
name
girl
of
all wrong.
probably like 365 days.
Okay.
That's probably one of my favorites.
Get out of town.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck do you know about Anita Baker?
I mean, I grew up in Philly, and I grew up with like a Cape Verdean mom.
Hey.
This is the shit I grew up on. Four Tops, Philly's very soulful. So, I actually just had like a soulful R&B birthday party at my house, and
And
everybody
none of us
just.
were invited.
Thank you.
No, well, I
we're
live in
friends
LA.
now. We have each other's number
I live
now.
in LA.
Well,
guys.
We've been to
Marty
LA,
gets
Amber,
fly out
thank
offers all the time.
All the
We could have
time.
rode with her.
Yeah, we could have went.
But
to
yeah,
LA.
I DJ'd it myself via my phone. But Duffy was there, and I just did like a whole.
You didn't DJ Duffy?
I know. What is that about?
So DJ Duffy is around Amber not DJing, and they're not fucking. They just keep tweeting each other heart eye emojis.
But it wasn't. I don't know how to DJ like Duffy did. I just did it from my phone. Like just
a large collection of R&B, and I was very impressed.
thanks, Bill.
Oh, she thinks she
you
the
guys should go
R&B.
toe to toe.
Nah, she could.
I was about to say,
She
I don't
want
know
it
if
with the
Amber-
R&B god. You know.
I don't know. That's what they told me at the party because I was like, yo, I'm about to start DJing some straight R&B. They're like, you don't know shit. Like all my friends and shit, like Brandon and them, they're just like whatever. And I was just hitting them with hit after hit and like throwback and boom, boom, boom. And it was like, oh shit, yeah, you got it. And we was like just singing at the top of our lungs. It was so much fun. I had a bunch of Roscoe's ordered, and we was just eating Roscoe's and we was singing R&B. It was dope.
That sounds like a really good time.
It was so much fun.
Was there any hoes there?
Word, that's what I want to know.
I mean, shit, I was ready. I was ready to go.
Hey,
See, my thing with Amber, right? And this is why it just seems like it would be really fun to be cool with you. It seems like Amber would know the hoes.
Of course.
Oh my
so.
god!
Does seem-
I would think if you just hit Amber to link up, she would have
well,
at
like you
least
got like a
three with her.
squad of like bad bitches.
Bad.
Oh, she
Your
got-
definition of bad bitch
Hey,
is
no.
different from ours.
No.
Let's be clear.
Amber is a bad bitch.
Well, that is apparent. No one's gonna argue.
I know, but then she hangs out with China, Lyra. Like she got a whole bunch of pretty bitches.
I'm
Duffy.
Black China's not attractive to me in
Hmm.
my taste. I get why people like her, but just
I mean, everybody has their own personal
Yeah.
preference.
Exactly.
I think China's absolutely gorgeous.
Marissa
no. I think a
thinks
lot. I think a lot of
everybody's
people.
bad.
I see why people
Fuck
think she
you.
is. Just not my type.
No, I mean, I feel
She's
you.
beautiful, but not my type is a
I
better
feel you.
word
I feel you.
for that.
How many of these jerseys do you have like this that say
Well,
slut that are mad
me
shiny?
and my assistants have. I think he has one that says like fag or something on it. No,
No, it doesn't say. It doesn't say fag,
maybe
Amber.
my other
It just says Joseph.
I think my other assistant has one that says fag on it or something like that.
Your other assistant.
I have two assistants.
Why
And
do
you
you
right?
have? Why do you have two assistants? Why,
I'm-
why does somebody need that
I'm
much assistance?
very, very, very busy. I have a big schedule.
Who's your barber?
I have a barber.
Who?
His name is Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Hey,
Nick.
Tell me about this book that's coming
Well,
It's came.
yeah, it's out today.
today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Today. Tell me about it.
It's called How to Be a Bad Bitch, and it's
Amber.
it's a how-to book, and I touched lightly on my childhood and how I grew up, and I called it How to Be a Bad Bitch because I just feel like in society today, a well-rounded woman, people will call a bad bitch. So I decided to put like all my mistakes in there, every mistake that I made, so women don't have to.
It's a cute book. I read it over the weekend.
How did I know you read
I
it?
was really.
So, something told me
I
that
actually
you
have
read it
autographed
already.
copies for you guys.
Oh wow, thank you.
For all of us,
Mm-hmm.
I am taken aback.
Yep.
That is a wonderful gesture.
You're welcome.
Can I get a slut jersey too?
I can like get him to make you one.
I
That
might have
says
to get one.
slut. Number one slut.
I was gonna get one that said fag, but
You should get like a number one ginger or something.
Yeah, but you can't teach all these
Ginger.
hoes how to be bad bitches.
that's true. You can't give
Like
me.
it's a
But
lot.
she can give
there's
good
a lot of
advice.
bitches
So-
that just ain't got no.
But a
so-
bad
so
bitch is
I-
up for interpretation, and
No.
teach these young women how to be confident in themselves,
Oh,
how to get their finances in order, how to do different things to make their lives
Okay,
a
if
little
we're
bit better.
gonna-
What's a bad bitch by definition?
Well, no,
Quickly.
because everybody's going to be
Just a
politically
well-rounded
correct.
woman.
Just a well.
But that's the thing. It's just a well-rounded woman. I talk about finances, friendships, sex.
You can't.
Relationships.
Well,
Are
why-
you, are
why-
you telling people to have two assistants to be a bad bitch? Mm.
I mean,
not
if you get to
saying
that
that.
level, then you
I mean,
deserve
if you
that.
need, if you
bad
need
bitch
help,
is a
you need
mental
help.
thing. It's
She
more
teaches
lucrative
them
that
how
way.
to get money, how to get their shit together to put themselves in a position to be able to have two assistants in the future.
For sure.
Well, why do you
Thank
think
you,
bad
Marcy.
bitch
No
is
problem.
accepted and slut is not?
She's just going to keep.
I don't
keeping
think
it.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think
cape.
anything is necessarily accepted. I
Mm.
feel like when you take the power out of it and you just embrace it, no one can hurt you anymore.
Well,
Like
I
I
think
said,
bad bitch is more accepted now.
I think
than
it
I
is
think
more
slut
accepted now.
is.
Mm-hmm. For
Well,
sure.
maybe slut will one day be in that
I
name.
don't want to talk about all of this slut, hoe, bad bitch.
Because
well,
you're a
ask me something
chauvinistic
else
piece
then.
of shit.
Well, I just don't want to talk about it. I feel like every time we have spoken about Amber, not us, just per se us, but
Yeah.
for the last however
Her
many
press
months,
run.
it's been about, I don't want to, who cares? Tell me what the post office worker has to do to get some pussy from Amber Rose.
Good question.
What the fuck?
Like, I'm here for the regular niggas.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
I like the regular niggas. I feel
Amber,
like
Amber.
serious.
Don't PC me.
I'm not.
So why don't you bring the fucking UPS worker on the red carpet and kiss and hug on him?
I mean, my whole thing is like, you guys see, I don't put anything out. You guys see what they fucking catch, or like
But they
a
catch
rumor.
everything. But they
No,
catch a lot.
it's a rumor. The only thing that they caught was me and MGK. They didn't catch anything else.
Give me a minute to think.
They didn't. It was always, it's always public perception of what they think it
Marty,
is.
your role on the show is to catch this stuff. So
Yeah,
is she
But you know, first of all, you know,
because I don't
'Cause, yeah,
stay
we
up
don't
with
pay
these
attention.
tabloids.
second of all, it's true though. The James Harden
Oh
thing.
my God! All right, never mind, Marty. Never mind.
The James Harden thing. She said in the interview, "Yeah, I want to fuck him," but she never said that she did,
Marty.
and it was gone after that. She went to a single fucking game, was spotted at one game.
All right, we
and
don't
was
think
it.
that she fucked James Harden.
Okay, good.
We're
So
not
it's just little
suggesting
shit
that.
like that, and then everything else is just all up for
All
interpretation.
right, back to the actual point. The postal worker.
Yeah, I want to know what he has to do to get some pussy.
I mean, I just really like chivalry. I like a really, everyone has a love language. You know that. So like
Everyone has a what?
A love language.
A love language.
That's kind of
So
dope.
like
Wait,
for
what's
example,
Do you know about love language?
No.
I'll pull up the test.
Oh my God, I'm gonna send you the book. It's
a book.
Love
Do
language.
I have a
can
love
you
language?
sign
Yeah,
that?
everybody
Yes,
has one.
everyone has a love language,
Even
right?
with my hoes?
Oh my God, Joe.
It's what someone can do or what you do to show somebody that you love them. They might do that.
Oh, I
differently.
got mad love languages.
Like someone's
then.
might be a verbal thing, like you have to hear like praise and things
Uh-huh.
like that to know that your partner is with you, is there for you. Someone else might be gift giving. You have to receive things to know that they are present in the relationship.
Right.
People have different
Oh,
love
man,
languages.
listen.
And a couple can have two different ones and think that their partner doesn't really love them or isn't trying.
Right.
When their partner thinks they are because their love language is different.
right. So like
Thank you, Marissa.
You're welcome.
that was well said.
Thanks.
Like my
They
problem
keep
has
ruining
always
great jokes with all the serious
Word,
talk.
I
no,
know.
but
go
listen,
ahead.
my problem
I'm
has
still
always
trying to figure
been
out about the postal
that
worker.
my love language I would give to my significant other all the time, right? So I like gifts, I like time, and I like sweet words. So like I would give that to my significant other, but their love language would be, me cleaning up or like I don't know, like rubbing them or something like that, or touching them all the time. That's their love language. So I'm giving them all these nice things, but it's not what they necessarily want. So that's when you gotta like figure out what they want and then give them that.
Has a man ever I won't get into all my many different love languages. I'm gonna keep them to myself. Has a man
6.
ever turned down the opportunity to date you because of all that comes with you?
To date, everybody wants to date Amber until they realize what Amber's what my life is like, and then they get a taste of that and they're just like, whoa, I do not want this.
A taste of what?
Just a lot comes with me, a lot of fake rumors like we just talked about, which is extremely unfortunate because that's shit that I gotta live with and, it's fucked up. And then, and it's like, for example, let's say me and you after this, right? I'm like, yo, Joe, I'm hungry. Like, you want to go down the street and get something to eat? You're like, yo, I'm starving. We get something to eat. We leave. All over the internet. It's like, we're together. My stomach is big because I just had a big lunch and now I'm pregnant by you. And blah, 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 blah. Your family's calling you like, yo,
Wait
you
a
got
minute.
Amber pregnant.
What restaurant can you have sex in?
But
That I don't know.
no, but it's just
Oh, great.
No,
you
but,
know a spot
no,
that you can
Rihanna,
fucking
it's just
eat.
assuming
Cafeteria on
that
15th.
like we've been talking for so long.
Yeah.
And now we just went on a date and it's just like, We literally just went to eat, and I fucking went back to Philly and like.
Wait, Amber, hold on. Let Marisa cape for you.
No, I was gonna say Rihanna just did an
That's
interview.
not what she did with James Harden.
Yeah,
You guys,
what the fuck?
she did a similar interview. She was talking about her relationship with Matt, whatever his name was, that played baseball, and she said the same thing. They were in the getting to know each other phase, and so they went on like a quick vacation because they're superstars and they could do shit like that. And she felt bad because like she knew once they got they got photographed, and she didn't plan on that, which is why they went on the vacation to get to know each other. She knew once that happened that he was going to be subjected to rumors that now they're a couple. Now he can't go out and do anything by himself without getting blasted by the Navy that he's cheating on her. He's a dog. He's scum. So he's subjected to all these things that she didn't necessarily want for him, and he didn't realize was going to come with that world. And it just comes with it, and it's not her doing
well,
it.
he's stupid to think if he doesn't know those things are going to come with it.
You know,
but it's just like,
dumb.
when can you be normal though? Like
You
when
can't.
when can I just go out to eat with Joe or with whoever the fuck, and it's just like a normal, like we're just eating.
You
Like,
kind of can, unfortunately.
I mean, I feel you, right? You can't, but like, when do people really realize like it's not always that deep? Like maybe it was just actually food.
Well,
Does it
like
matter
I
to you,
said
though?
when I first came in, and
No, it's just it's
annoying.
It's annoying because then I sit here with Ebro and he says I'm with nothing but rappers constantly, and I'm always in the club constantly, and I'm always doing this constantly, and it's just like that's not my life.
Well, Amber, you
You're
do know
assuming.
that what people think of you is none of your business, right?
That's in my book actually.
Oh shit.
I
that
say
she has here that is out today that we get an
in
autograph.
stores now, how to be a
literally
bad
say
bitch.
that in my book, How to Be a Bad Bitch.
We
Well-
get an autographed copy of.
I do actually want to make one quick point. Back to the postal worker. I think I know how Amber would date a regular dude. Maybe if they used the product Bevel.
Oh, the one and only self-shaving system.
God, are you fucking kidding me? All right. Back to Bevel, the first and only shaving system with for men with coarse, curly hair or sensitive skin. Bevel got to up the fucking check. I don't even think we got a Bevel check yet. Why am I doing two fucking clinically proven to reduce and prevent razor bumps, discoloration, and irritation? Is the reason 9 out of 10 Bevel customers come back month after month. Go to getbevel.com, GETBEVEL.com. Yeah.
Our ads are working though. My
Yeah.
makeup girl yesterday told me that her man was talking about how he was getting razor bumps. She's like, you should use
Bevel.
Bevel.
And Amber
Ads-
will talk to you.
ads
Right,
my ass,
right
they
Amber
ain't-
Cosign.
Yes.
They ain't cut a check. They ain't cut a check
Amber
yet.
not saying shit till she
Amber,
get a check.
when-
I'm not getting no checks to talk about no
When
Bevel.
is the last time that you cried? And did you have your shades on?
Ooh, on my birthday,
You cried on
Were
your
they
birthday?
happy tears?
I woke up. Duff was there. I woke up
cuddling?
7. She was in the bed with me. It was my birthday.
Not DJ.
Wait, huh?
She's
Earlier
my
you just
friend,
said
girls. She
Amber,
said
Amber,
brother.
Amber. I cannot
I
allow
don't,
you to
but that's
contradict
'cause I'm
yourself
weird.
this way on this show. Just earlier in this show, you slept alone all the time. Now you got somebody in your
She
bed.
lives in Dallas. I live in LA. So when she's and when she's coming to visit me, she sleeps in the bed with me. She's my friend.
So
It's not weird. It's not
there's
a
no
sexual
pull-out
thing.
couch.
I mean, yeah, I have guest
So there-
bedrooms, but we wind up watching Netflix and like.
And
So
chill.
Netflix and chill.
But like that's exactly
Okay,
what
no, I
it
understand.
is.
But here, let me ask you a question. Are you into?
So I
gir-
cried that morning.
But are you into girls? Have you ever been with a girl?
Yes, I have.
Duffy, have you ever been with a girl? What a coincidence! I mean, who knew?
But
I had
that
no-
doesn't, that
this
doesn't
cra- yo,
mean
see the-
anything.
It's crazy,
doesn't
right?
because
He's a girl and you're a straight man. Are y'all fucking?
Hell no.
That's a false equivalent.
No, it's not.
What are you
Not at all.
talking about?
You
That's
guys
the
are
same
friends.
thing.
We don't
We're
sleep in a
friends.
bed together.
We did
I
one
mean-
time.
No, we did
Yes,
not.
we did.
No,
did
we
one
did
time.
not. I
We
argued
did.
that shit.
It was right when you moved in and there was no beds in the house.
Wow.
It was head to feet.
No, we were next to each other, but we didn't touch each other.
Did you feel
we
my
didn't
dick?
Cuddle. No, ew, God, Jesus.
We don't
Christ.
we don't spoon each other. We just lay in the. I mean, I have a California king bed. Is enough room for the both of us, and we watch TV. And I woke up that morning to answer your
All right.
question, and I cried because it was my birthday, and my son wasn't home, and I just I was sad.
Yo, there's nothing worse than waking up to a woman crying.
Yeah,
That's like horrible.
What did I miss?
So wait, so now, all right, so I'm here we go. Now the questions are coming here. So Duffy is while she's in New York. You guys have separate hotel rooms, of course.
no,
2 beds.
no,
So you guys got a double.
no.
Maybe they
I
wanted
mean,
to
I
save
didn't
money.
even
So-
think.
so
I
you
didn't
gotta-
even think to ask for a double.
What
I was
hoes?
just Like,
Y'all don't have a double.
no, she just sleeps in the bed with me.
I mean, I'm sure it's a big bed, right?
It's
Yo,
not
Marty.
weird.
I'm just saying, you look very well put together this morning. Duffy looks like she had a
Put some work
wild,
in.
yeah. Somebody might have had a rough night.
Minutes to get ready.
Huh? No makeup. The hair is a little flowy. Collars up on the jacket.
Oh, stop
pajamas.
Way too much.
Listen, I wear pajamas everywhere.
You are just, you really want this to be a moment, and it's not.
What a
No, I
chauvinistic piece of
want
shit.
you and I to be able to have transparency.
We're telling the truth.
And in my 35
is
years
my-
on Earth, I am able to tell when bullshit is occurring.
I
So
believe it.
if you got, of course you believe it,
stop.
Marisa. Well, listen, in the event that you two, and I don't care, it's none of my business, and we're gonna get off this, but cuddling is happening.
No, we do not
You
spoon
said,
each
so no spooning.
No, it's not like that. We literally sleep in the same bed. It's not
Told me
weird.
Last time I got in bed, don't talk to me. I'm going to sleep.
I did say that. I did say that. I said that like 25 times last night. Because she'll talk my ear off the whole time when I'm falling asleep in the bed. And I'm like, Duff, shut your fucking mouth.
Sounds like y'all a couple.
That's what it sounds. That's what it
She'll
sounds
be like,
like.
yeah,
to me.
so anyway, so like 2 weeks ago, and then like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, sleeping.
So both of you are single. You're
No,
Yeah,
she's engaged.
I gotta know. Oh,
Look
I
at that
didn't
rock, B.
know. All right. Well, hypothetically,
Wait,
say she
huh?
wanted to get some
Duffy's
dick, and
engaged?
y'all in the same hotel room. Where are you gonna go?
She's engaged, babe.
Hypothetically.
I have assistants. I could stay in my security's room, my assistant's room. I'll buy another
Okay.
room. It doesn't matter.
Wait, you're engaged to a guy?
Oh my God.
I thought that was a valid question.
Yes.
I'm not trying to be a dick.
A male. Yes.
How does he feel about you sleeping in bed with Amber Rose every night?
Perfectly fine with it.
You don't say. Perfectly fine with it. All right. Well,
Those double
He
standards.
knows it ain't nothing.
how many men do you? Oh, you said earlier you don't mislead people that way anymore. I was going to ask you, how many men do you have textual relations with that maybe textual relations with that maybe are hoping something will flourish and prosper between the two of you, where it really will not? Or you don't have
as of
those
now,
relationships?
none. As of right now, none. Because I don't do that. I don't do that anymore. Before, I would probably rotate like 4 or 5.
Jesus, Mary and
That
Joseph.
is not a lot.
It's not a lot.
Marty, I didn't say it
I'm
was a
just
lie.
saying.
Why do you keep chiming in to save Amber?
I don't want to
What the
co-sign
fuck?
my boo.
So 4 or 5. I don't think 4 or 5 is a lot.
Yeah, it was about 4 or 5. Mm-hmm.
Um.
But yeah, it's fucked up.
So has a friend of yours or somebody that you just have never viewed that way ever tried to break the barrier, and you just had to maybe
No,
let
because
them
I'm
down
very
easy?
I'm very open and honest. Like I never, I guess I give off that energy like, please don't ever do that and ruin the relationship. Like people think like me and Quincy have been having sex for years. but,
Quincy
like,
Jones?
Quincy Brown.
God.
Oh.
I thought Quincy Jones too.
Wait,
was
you
like,
can't
that's kinda
say.
ill.
Wait, who's Quincy Brown?
Quincy Brown.
Diddy's stepson.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't just say Quincy.
His
Quincy Jones
name
is Quincy.
At Quincy on Instagram and at Quincy. He has at Quincy.
We don't follow him.
I think it depends
Just
on the
saying.
age range. Like people my age
Isn't that
group,
Albie
I
Shore's
automatically,
son?
yeah. I
Okay.
automatically.
Wait, who's
assumed
Albie
him.
Shore's son?
That's Quincy.
Quincy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quincy Jones.
Quincy
No.
Brown.
No.
Quincy Brown is Albie Shore's son.
Correct.
I love Albie Shore.
Yeah.
Me too.
His child.
How old is this
And
kid?
Puffy is his.
But
But
actual
okay, so
name
this
or
is
something.
the crazy shit. So
Stepdad,
like
yeah.
Quincy's my best friend, right? And then Albie Shore is his dad, and his dad is dating Nick Cannon's mom, and Nick Cannon is my manager. So it's just like one big circle. We all really know each other.
That's why I don't fuck with L.A. It's too much
Yeah, I'm
intertwining.
good on LA.
This person knows this person. I can never move to L.A. and I hate the traffic in L.A.
That's
But
a
it's
lot.
great to visit.
Yeah.
I used to have a lot of hoes in L.A.
Are you
Long
working
time
on
ago.
something with Eric Andre?
No, I did a show though.
Oh, see, I figured it was something.
Yeah, I
like
did a
that.
show. It was fun.
Who show?
We
Um,
became friends.
He's a
after
comedian. He has a show on Comedy Central, Eric Andre.
The Eric
Okay.
Andre show.
And they were Woman Crush Wednesdaying and Man Crush Mondaying on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I was curious what that could be.
Oh, that's
Nah, he's
that's
just my
cute.
friend.
That's dope.
Yeah.
What deodorant do you use?
Dove.
Oh, I do too.
The Dove, the dry one. I'm obsessed with it.
The dried up, and that's tricky.
Yeah, women have way better deodorant than we do.
Nah, I'm
Y'all can use women's deodorant.
Yeah, you
though.
can use the
No, I know.
Dove dry
No.
the dry spray.
Sometimes I
You
use
can
men
use women's
body
deodorant.
wash. I like that shit.
I
Smells
have
good.
used women's deodorant before.
I just
I
hate
ain't- I
guys
like
that
it.
smell fruity. That's such a turn off to me.
Guys that smell fruity.
Like, you know, that smell like apples or like peach. Like, they'll use like peach lotion.
What about Love Spell?
I will kill myself.
So I shouldn't have worn my Love Spell
The
today.
official stripper spray.
I thought I was doing it.
Yeah.
I thought I smelled
my,
amazing.
my passion Axe body
yeah,
spray.
Yeah, my
Just like get like Green Irish Tweed, like Creed or something, or like Dior.
Amber. No wonder she's not fucking with the UPS guy. Do you know how much Creed costs?
I do.
The UPS
First of
guy
all,
is
the
not.
UPS
He don't
guy
have a
is-
bunch of
Alright,
Creed.
I'm accustomed to a certain lifestyle. You know, I make a lot of money. I would buy that for the UPS guy.
Not so humble brag.
Wait.
I'm just saying.
Yo, it's crazy.
I fucking work hard as
It's crazy
shit.
because I work at the post office.
No, that was a so not so humble brag. I won't fucking settle. I make a lot of money.
I'm just
Holy
saying,
shit.
I would take care of him. I would have the postman have Creed.
What compromises are you willing to make in a relationship?
I don't know. I mean, what do you mean?
So can a nigga can be broke and fuck with you and you'll buy me Creed every week?
I mean, he has to have ambition. I can't just be with someone that's on the couch, you know, just watching daytime
Well, nobody's
TV all
on the
day.
couch.
Shut up.
At your house.
I'm just saying, you know, a guy has to be striving for something bigger and better in his life.
So what if a guy?
I'm extremely attracted to very smart men. If you're extremely smart, you speak well, you're educated, you like documentaries, like that's like my thing. I love that. I'm really attracted to
A
that.
UPS guy could be all of those things,
Yeah, he can.
and he can be ambitious.
But yes,
And-
that's what I'm saying.
But I just want to know how long would you purchase him? How long would you be buying him Creed? Like, what if he hasn't met his goals in like a year and a half? Are you supporting me? I gotta get a
I mean,
bitch
it
to make more money
depends.
than
I mean,
me.
Word.
how much I love him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, she's not with the
What,
shits. She's not with the shits.
What are your 3 deal breakers?
Mm.
My 3 deal breakers. God, I don't know.
You have to know.
I don't know. I
You
really
just
don't.
gave us. Pardon me. You just gave us one turn off extremely fast. Men that smell like apples.
Oh yeah.
Well,
But that's like, I mean, that's not a deal breaker. I can like change the way he smells.
so you're one of those women that try to change men.
No, that's not true.
But when I try to change
I'm just
them,
saying this is another option. It's not necessarily changing anybody. I don't know. I don't know a deal breaker. I can't. I gotta come back to that. I don't know.
what are the last 3 shows that you watched on Netflix? Do you watch How to Get Away with Murder?
I recently just started watching that. I just watched Henry VIII documentary, and then I started watching Tudors after that because I was like really interested in the medieval times.
Mm.
And yeah, those 3, I guess.
So those are our go-to shows at the moment.
Yeah.
So no Homeland, no Quantico, no Scandal.
I like Scandal. I like Scandal a lot.
I think the TV
But I don't
now.
really get to watch Netflix or like TV that often.
Are you even able to do you even have the time that's required to maintain a successful romantic relationship?
No. I'll be
Honestly.
I'll be
No,
honest.
right?
No. Well, my son is 2.5, and I work like a motherfucker, and I have a 2.5-year-old son. So, I'm extremely busy. So even at the end of the night when I put my baby to sleep, and I put on, you know, Netflix to go watch something, I usually fall asleep within like the first half hour. 'Cause I'm tired.
I can't even imagine you would have that much time to fuck.
I don't. That's the crazy part.
Fucking
I
takes
get
time.
no action, bro.
No, really, it does. So fucking takes up a lot of it's time consuming. That hoes have been a distraction.
Oh my god.
Which is what. All right. I'll stop saying the word hoes. Well, I don't say sluts,
Just say girls, women.
but I'm not talking about girls. All right, fine. All right, fine.
The women who
So-
lack substance.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
Why
yes.
do they lack substance? Y'all gonna get me to preaching up in here? No, just say women. Go ahead, finish.
No, he just means the ones that he would never be with that
That's
are like
fine.
shitty
You don't have
with
to
no
be
goals.
with them.
But wait a minute.
I can say guy. I'll say guys. I'm not gonna say like fucking assholes of the world. Like I'm just gonna say guys.
Well, you can because
Well,
there
maybe
are
I'm-
fucking assholes.
Well, maybe
I
I'm more
get it, but,
descriptive
like-
than you are.
Oh my god.
No.
All right, Joe. Go ahead.
Oh, you made me lose where I was going. I don't remember now.
You were fucking with hoes, is what you last said.
No, I was trying to say that I don't fuck with hoes.
You were saying that sex takes too long.
I was saying that hoes are a distraction.
Yeah.
So that was the point I was trying to make before you rudely interrupted me. That hoes are a distraction, so I kind of try to avoid them. So there's not really much time to think.
That's how I feel about guys right now.
Yeah, it's not much time. While everyone thinks that I got like these lines for threesomes and orgies just around the corner, it's really not much time for that.
Agreed.
I was trying to agree with you.
I'm in the same boat.
Yeah, I would assume so.
I am.
So, well, tell me what's next for you. Tell me what are some of the things on your vision board? Do you have a vision board?
Movies. Movies, acting. I really enjoy acting. I sit with my acting coach a lot. I really take it seriously.
I recently got an acting coach as well. I enjoy it.
It's fun, right?
It's really, yeah.
It's fun. When I went on my first audition, I was so scared. And I was just like, fuck, I don't know if I could do this. But I was like, you know what? The worst thing they could say is no. And they did. They were just like, nah, you're not a good actress. And then I just kept studying and trying. And then when I went to go do Blackish, and I just fucking murdered that shit. I killed it. And then that's why they're writing me into more episodes.
Oh, that's great news. How often do you sit with your acting coach?
It depends. If I know that I have something coming up, I'm like, it's like every day. Like I really try to like sit with him and like really execute the character. But I don't have a set schedule because I work a lot.
Is your acting coach expensive?
She's got mad money.
Actually,
What
he
she
has
said.
never charged me.
What?
Actually, he has never charged me.
Good shit. Are you
How
paying
much
out the
do
ass,
you
Joey?
But you know why? Because okay, so what happens is he was a writer for Fresh Prince, right? And then he did like a shitload of sitcoms and movies and stuff like that. And he's like a really like main writer for stuff like that, big budget films. And he did the movie Sister Code with me as a favor to anyway, that's a long story. But anyway, I ran into him. I met him. We literally like fell in love, like a extremely but like a friendship.
No, like a friendly fell in love.
No, yeah, but like literally like he became like Rosenberg. He's like another Rosenberg to me.
Friends.
So, and he's married and everything like that. But
Everybody's married and engaged.
Yeah, except for us, Jim.
Yeah, except for me. No, I got a few more months left. I said 2015 I was getting married or engaged.
Really?
That's not gonna work out.
Yeah,
for you, is
I
it?
did say
You got
that.
a month.
And with my friends giving me all this negative energy, I'm into speaking things into
So you're
existence.
gonna meet somebody
That's
and
good,
get
that's
engaged
good.
in 2 months. You don't even know if it's right
Well,
for you.
I'm just saying there
Or
is
maybe
more
like
time
work
left in the
towards
year.
something.
Yeah, to meet the person that you will eventually fall in love with and spend the rest of your life with. I'm still into.
Could you be monogamous with someone?
My middle name is monogamous.
It's not.
When have I ever cheated?
I don't know.
Exactly. My middle name.
Well,
is,
cheating is relative, but
Yeah.
Oh,
continue.
all right. Well, I'm a relationship-based person. Well, I'll say that.
Me too. I'm sorry. I prefer to be in a relationship. I like to be in a relationship.
Yeah, I prefer a relationship, and often with me, what has happened in the past has been where you'll go a long period of time without a relationship, and then you end up investing in somebody that you really shouldn't be investing in because you're succumbing to maybe being lonely or being horny, or so you end up with somebody, and then when that explodes, you kind of are back in your normal frame of mind, like, okay, why did I just do that?
You're a
Waste
serial
time.
I
monogamous,
shouldn't
by
have
the
done
way.
that.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? People say that I'm a serial dater, I'm a serial monogamous, but then I'm a hoe.
Well, I'm from someone that
I'm
knows you. I'm
both.
saying you're a serial monogamous.
Oh.
I don't think you're a hoe.
Well, I've gone a long time now, and I don't want to make this interview about me, but this is probably, I was telling, were you with us last night?
No.
You were prepping
I was
for our
with Ty
Amber Rose
Dolla
interview. You were prepping for our Amber interview at 8 o'clock last night. Wonderful.
You guys are making fun of me. They're like, she probably has
She
her
was-
outfit picked out. I was like, I don't actually.
Marissa was very excited.
Word.
My boo.
Too excited.
Yeah, boo.
See
fucking
that?
Loose. Now I forgot where I was going again because
Doesn't
my memory
matter.
is really bad. Like I
You're a
ate.
Right,
serial
our friendship.
monogamous.
Oh, I was telling somebody last night that I've been single now for about 14 months.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the longest I can remember ever being single. And it feels good.
Yeah.
It's just a new way of life to get acclimated to.
You go, girl.
Yeah. 2 snaps. That was like 4.
Am I sounding gay?
Oh no, I just
No, because this is a judge-free zone, and we don't judge women.
I thought we
for-
were having a moment.
We were, Joe.
No,
I was there with you.
You abandoned me in the moment. You got me all here, and I can't
No,
see
I
through
mean,
your
listen,
shades, so, it's
I
fine.
feel you. And working a lot, it does get like very, very lonely. And to just have like a regular person you meet just come and like snuggle or like make out with someone, it's just it's emptiness.
How often are you fearful? I heard you speak earlier about going to your first gig and being fearful because it's a new experience. It's not something that you've, and also rapping for me is my area of comfort. So I'm never nervous. I'm never afraid. I'm never fearful. However, when you venture outside of that comfort zone, I think fear is something that people in this industry experience a lot, especially women, and we don't really hear very much about it. So I thought that was interesting that you said that. How often are you faced with like that feeling of fear or self-doubt?
It's not. I don't necessarily think it's self-doubt. I do get a little nervous. With pretty much everything that I do. I mean, even my book coming out, when I had to go do my signing yesterday, I was like shaking, like
Why?
it's just like a big deal. You know what I'm saying? But I always push through and finish. That's always like, I set a goal for myself. Even with the book took me a year. I could have been like, man, I don't feel like fucking doing this shit anymore. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to stop until I finish this book. I go on a book tour. I promote it. I do everything I need to do. And I'm fucking done. And it's out today. So it's like, I like to do things like that because even though I'm scared of it, at the end of it all, I feel accomplished.
What's your sign?
I'm a Libra.
I could have guessed that.
Yeah. I like to feel very accomplished. I like to... Even when I start like a difficult hike or something like that in LA,
You hike?
and I want to
you
turn
do that
back.
whole Runyon Canyon, whatever that shit
I do
is.
a couple
Thottian
different
Canyon.
hikes and stuff, but
Oh my God.
Did you say Thottian Canyon?
No, it's just every time a woman goes to L.A.,
Yeah,
she always
they
takes a
say-
picture.
Obligatory
Pictures
photo.
on
I
the
did it,
fucking
and I was
thing.
very proud to
Draped
do it.
in dry fit.
Yeah, but you
runs
didn't
up
lose
there.
no weight. You just went up there and took some pictures.
So I was still happy to be there.
Like people put on these fucking gym clothes,
Yeah,
go up
they
there.
just
LA
put on-
is so fake fucking
I was
trendy,
exhausted.
man.
Karen like ran up the whole mountain. I was like
LA is
fucking
the-
miles behind her.
Yeah, shout out to Karen.
Could never live in L.A.
Wait, let me eavesdrop on what they're saying here.
He's saying she's got to get the fuck out.
Oh,
of
I
here.
got to get out of here too. Actually,
Me too.
I gotta take a nap. I probably got a ticket in my car too.
I got press.
Oh
we
shit,
got,
yeah.
we got like I got like 15 more minutes.
Oh.
Not that we need to, whatever y'all need to do. I got like 15 more minutes.
What time is it?
It's 12:53,
12:50.
Yeah,
and your
probably
car service is supposed to come at
got- oh, yeah, I
12:45.
got- Not 12:45.
Oh, that's what I told Sarita.
Is it 12:45?
Did the car service call?
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Which one of your tattoos are your favorite?
I don't know. Maybe my Wiz one. A Wiz one. Or this one probably actually.
What does that say?
It
This
says
is
the world is a vampire. It's a Smashing Pumpkins lyric.
Smashing Pumpkins.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've never met before, but in meeting you, well, I've heard plenty about you. In meeting you, I could see, like, Peter speaks very highly of you. Ebro has spoken very highly of you. Very many people have spoken very highly of you. They say you're the sweetest person ever. I could see that. I get that. I'm trying to figure out why that doesn't resonate without meeting you. And
I don't know.
I'm trying to figure that out because I see the same thing. It's applicable to myself as well. Like, I watch myself on television. I look like a total dick.
A total douche.
I'm very easy to be mistaken for a total dick. I don't think I'm a dickin' person.
You have your good days and you have your bad days.
Thanks a lot, Marisa.
No problem.
All right, so I can be a dick.
You can.
But Amber seems like the total opposite of all of her misconceptions.
I am. It's very frustrating too.
So how do you rectify that? Or do you care?
I just
Because I don't care.
no. I used to. I definitely don't care anymore.
Yeah, I've trained and conditioned myself
Yeah,
not to
for
care
sure.
because you kind of have to.
That's an amazing place to be in life, isn't
Yeah.
it? To just
Yeah.
get to a point where you're just like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels really good. I'm definitely at that point for sure.
I mean, for me, it has its pros and its cons. Like I said, I've trained myself to be that way, and it protects me from a lot of fuck shit. However, there's instances where I want to show people that I care, but I don't know how to because I just don't care very often.
You ever have a day that it does affect you? Like you just wake up having a bad day and see some shit online and it does fucking get to you?
No.
No?
No. Nothing said about me by strangers alters anything for me. Like I care,
mean,
I care about what
definitely, I
happens.
get sensitive moments. Like when that GQ shit came out, I was like really fucking pissed. Like
What
I
GQ
What was
shit?
on GQ?
I don't even want to get into it. It was just like some ridiculous
bullshit.
shit. Yeah, and I just like it really, really hit me in a different way. And it was like my birthday, and like
Oh,
I
yeah,
missed
it was
my
your birthday.
son, and I was just like,
Oh, that's why you woke up crying on your
yeah,
birthday.
I woke
Okay.
up crying on my birthday, and I was just like, this fucking sucks. But like the movement that I'm trying to do is not easy, and I'm taking all the hits for every woman out there. So like when I go to these book signings and I go to these events, and it's just like a plethora of women that are just fucking like, Amber, thank you for really taking all
That
these
should be
hits for
touching.
us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I do that. And every time I go out and I go against a fucking magazine, or I say something like, you know, the conversation I just had with Ebro, or the interviews that I do, you know, is really to bring awareness of like the fuck shit. And I'm just sick of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you spiritual?
I am
Are you
very.
religious?
I'm not religious. No.
Spiritual.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't really go to church.
I do not believe in church. I feel like there's a lot of bigots in the church based off my personal, you know, life. I've been to church a million times. I was baptized a Roman Catholic when I was born. Then I became a born-again Christian when I was 12. I got rebaptized. We used to go to church all the time. And people were just fake as fuck. And I was just like, I don't want to go to church anymore. I pray by myself.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what are you guys just not just going to say anything? Am I having my fucking spiritual conversation by myself?
You were having
I
your.
mean-
I didn't want to interrupt your other
No,
moment.
no, please interrupt. No, because it's going to get real yoga in here in a second.
Well, I mean, to backtrack what you said about the magazines and this and that, I mean, I think your focus is the women that are at your book signing, and that should be it, not what people that don't understand what you're doing, because obviously there's a large group of women that do.
Yeah.
So no,
it's
while
for,
I've
it's
never
for everybody. You know, I'm not going to sit here and talk your ear off if you don't want to listen.
Mhm.
That's fine, but I'm going to let you know what it is, and then you can be like, meh, I don't really care for it. All right, cool. That's it. I mean, you know, I'm not going to OD on you. I'm just going to let you know what it is.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's all.
I can dig it. Are you into sports at all?
I prefer baseball. If I'm into any sport, it would be baseball. I grew up in like a baseball family.
Do you have a baseball team?
Do I have a baseball team?
Yes.
I do not have a baseball team.
Great. She's a Yankee fan. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look how that works.
Go
Oh,
Yankees.
you're saying like, do I? Probably the Phillies. I'm from Philly, so I say
Great.
the
She's a
Phillies.
Yankee fan. We're not gonna let you be a Phillies fan here.
But if you were into football,
If she was into football, I did really horrible in fantasy football this past weekend, but it's okay. It's okay. You can't predict these things, but if you want to play against me in fantasy football this week, join my league on FanDuel. It's easy. Head to FanDuel.com/Budden, pick your players, stay under the salary cap, and sit back on Sunday and watch your team rack up points. That's FanDuel.com/Budden to join my league, and the spots fill up fast, so make sure you get in before it is too late. You should do like fantasy football, Amber.
I don't really know how to play football.
I don't have time.
I don't know how to
I
play
have
football.
7 assistants that I must tend to.
Joe, don't do me
And
like
I have
that.
a security guard. Duffy is here to support me and lay in bed. I need someone to lay with me.
It's
Right?
like-
Do I have it about
First
down
of all,
pat?
I don't talk like that. 2, I don't know how to play football. And
I
3,
don't have time for your frivolous
I'm not.
American sports.
Oh my god.
I don't do football. You know, when there was a little rumor about you and Amari,
They're totally fake, by the way. Totally fake. Never happened.
nothing ever happened.
I literally took a picture with him in the club when the photographer was like, "Hey, let me get a picture of you guys," and we like snapped the picture, and that was
Yeah,
it.
but then that whole rumor was going around, and I'm a diehard Knicks fan,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So, and I think the second that happened, hey, don't shake your head at my Knicks. At the second that happened, I think the Knicks and Amari started playing like pure shit. I even tweeted you, I think, and you
That
responded.
probably was my fault.
And
I
you
took a
responded.
picture.
Yeah, I told. Oh no, maybe they were doing good, and I said yes. Whatever you're doing, Amber, keep it going.
What?
Yeah, it's
Stop
that's
it.
like a reverse Taylor Swift curse because they say there's a Taylor Swift curse. Anytime she shows up to a sporting event, that team just does horribly. She did it to my Knicks.
There's a Drake effect too.
They say that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
I mean,
know
they
about
say
these
any
effects.
celebrity that shows up, they always say they curse. Like they said, Jessica Simpson was cursing Tony Romo, and
She was though.
She was.
And Sierra's cursing Russell Wilson. They always
She
say
is.
She is. that's kind of true.
Okay, guys.
Wait, don't let Amber jump in with her equality
Yeah.
shit.
No, I'm not.
Women cannot curse anyone. We
should
need
put
to
her
be
on the
treated-
field.
Yeah. Why isn't Sierra playing quarterback? She can do it too. Yeah, we don't want to do any of that.
What's your
Stop
favorite
it.
Cape Verdean dish? And can you cook Cape Verdean foods?
I guess the traditional
don't have time to
cachupa.
Okay.
I can't personally.
That's my
cook-
favorite, by the
Yeah,
way.
cachupa.
Mhm. Or what's the soup? Is it manchupa or it's a similar name?
Whatever my chef makes that day.
Oh my god.
I don't really have time for this. What is this cooking stuff you guys speak of? I have 4 chefs and 2 kitchens.
Joe, I grew up in a 1-bedroom apartment, poor as fuck in Philly. Stop it.
Yeah, but you got to stop that. See, we got to stop. I grew up addicted to angel dust, damn near homeless in Jersey City.
All
However,
I'm saying
that
is
was
that I come from very humble beginnings. So
as
don't-
do I.
All right, so I'm not. Sometimes I have a chef, not all the time. No, I'm just kidding. I'm
I
just
come
fucking
from
with you.
humble beginnings as well, but I mean, I've been away from that for quite some time,
Yes,
and
we
who I
have.
am today, sometimes you may not be able to pick up my very humble beginnings. You got a chef, you got assistants, you
I
got
do not-
Duffy,
I
you got
don't-
security, you got
I got
shiny
Duffy.
jerseys, you got a great barber, you never take your shades off. You're like this fucking mystery mystique woman here.
Oh, stop it.
Yet Wiz got away.
I'm gonna get him back.
Wait, what's the future line? I'm gonna get my bitch back.
Oh, I don't know off the top of my
I
head.
don't know.
Yeah, I just
I think
heard
it's I'm gonna get my bitch
Yeah, I'm
back.
gonna
I
get my
think
bitch
that's
back. Amber's gonna get her nigga back.
Yep.
I root for that.
Me too.
I do
I
too.
root for that. Wiz, me
Bring
and
the
Wiz have
family
worked
together.
together.
Also,
Wiz
because
is a-
removing a tattoo hurts a lot, so that's why I also hope that works out.
I mean, regardless.
she never has
that's-
to move her tattoo.
Yeah, that's
I was
Bash's
it
dad.
was a joke. That is a great tattoo.
I like how weed is next to Wiz.
It has
That
to
mean, it
be.
makes
That
sense.
just seems appropriate. And dogs and okay, we'll examine you at another time. But and shout out to
Or let
Wiz.
Buffy do it.
I want to thank Amber for coming here.
Thanks for
You've been a
having me.
great sport. Even I want to thank your professional caper that you have.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Marisa Mendez, thanks for caping for Amber.
No
we
problem.
really enjoyed it and
No,
had a
I
blast.
know, you did.
didn't get that dig as deep as I wanted, but I appreciate that.
No problem.
Any final words for Ms.
No,
Rose?
thank you so much for joining us. This was
Thank
long
you.
overdue. It was great to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys too.
Was it nice to meet us?
Yeah, for real.
So if you're ever
Well, we've
in-
already met, so
Was this
we
one of
have
your
that going
better
for us.
Oh
press
my
runs?
God.
Was this easier?
What this interview?
Was this
I love this interview.
okay?
It was.
Because I was here.
amazing.
That's why she loved it.
And
I feel-
because we weren't
feel
chauvinistic
comfortable.
like Ebro.
Well,
when so maybe next time you're in New York. Well, not next time. One of the many times that you're in New York, we can do this again sometime.
absolutely, Joe. Anytime.
Or should
babe.
I ask Joseph?
see if he can pencil you in.
Should I ask someone on the team?
Nah, I mean,
Word.
Marisa has my number.
I
so-
do. We text. We send heart emojis.
Well,
and
well,
stuff.
well,
Well,
she's-
I'll be in LA the 14th. Maybe I'll run into
and
you.
I'll be in LA next month.
Oh, that's right. I wanted to go to both of those things. Why aren't they next to each other?
So maybe you.
Yeah.
Should, so what
Maybe
you
we
should
could
do
do
is
a podcast out in LA.
We
Oh
should
my
do that.
God.
That
that would be great without Marisa.
No, with me. It's only happening with
So
me.
what you do is you just put Amber's number in the group text. So Rory and I, when we head to LA, we can decide how we're going to figure
I'm gonna
this
get
out.
3 flyouts.
And
to
then
LA
next
so I
time,
go to
and
all
then
those
next
things.
time, we don't have to talk so much about like slut walk and like
Yeah, we can have a regular conversation.
we can talk. You know what I mean? Like this is the
talk
message.
about our weekends and shit.
Right, like and then my book is out already, so we can move on to other things. We could talk about, maybe more personal things and stuff like that. So you guys can get to know.
Well,
me
what we
more
should do
of
is we
it,
should all go hang out, right? And have like a great day out. And
we
then
can take
go-
mad Instagram pictures
Exactly.
and pretend we're all best friends. Yeah, we know.
No,
about
we
it.
will be best friends. And then we'll talk about it on the
We can't
podcast.
do that because then people would say that Marisa, Rory, and Joe are fucking Amber. And
having a full orgy.
we don't want
So
that.
amazing.
Totally.
This has been great. Amber, thank you. Duffy, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll talk. And that's that. I'll name this podcast later, episode number 37, right?
Yes, that.
All right.
All right.
We're going.
Peace.